Information so far gathered from among NGO owners, bundles holders as well as subscribers concerning the trending issues in context to refuse disbursement to limited liability companies and enterprises as part of policy action of UAG. The companies that have applied and be accepted as partners with UAG and use same to get affiliation with the organization and on the current or latest directives from UAG management to disqualified or refuse to disburse to such categories of companies remains a serious question of concern. It is evidence that the fault or breach of such terms is of UAG management that failed to guide or spelled out pre-qualification guidelines or criteria for those willing to partner with them to follow, and if these criteria were issued to the affected companies earlier before they applied for partnership, they wouldn't have involved themselves into registering with UAG as the knowledge of such criteria was put forward to them. Now, the fault could be seen or described as a breach of contract on the part of UAG management. Let's look at the term breach of contract in a legal perspective. Breach of contract under law of contract can be defined as a violation of any agreement upon terms and conditions of a binding contract. It is believed and lawful to uphold on the fact that UAG had a valid agreement with its partners, limited liability companies and enterprises on grounds that acknowledgements were issued to them after applications were submitted to affirm or confirm acceptance of partnering with the affected companies in question, and also subsequent payments was made in favor of UAG by the referred companies. Such payments, however, voluntarily made or otherwise as pleaded by UAG, and any other payment made thereof by the referred companies thereto the organization or represents evidences of acceptance by UAG to partner with the referred companies. Breach of contract can occur when parties fails to deliver according to the terms of agreement entered into. A breach of contract can also happen in both written and verbal or oral contracts or agreements. The parties involved in a breach of contract may resolve the issue among themselves or in a court of law. There are different types of contract breaches, including a minor or material breach. A breach of contract is not considered a crime or even tort, and is rarely resulting in extra monetary compensation. So UAG have breached the contract it entered into the limited liability companies and enterprises for the fact that the organization did not spell out the conditions or issued out directives or guidelines and or criteria for them to follow, and for the fact that acknowledgements were issued to them after submission of application for partnership without pre-objection, therefore represent that the limited liability companies and enterprises were approved of their partnerships with UAG, and as such, they never contravened or breached any part of the agreement entered into that may result to termination or disqualification or refusal to be disbursed to. Hence, there was no objection of their status from beginning. Therefore, UAG should derive or formulate a possible and amicable means to appease the affected companies in the interest of peace. This was signed by Barrister E.O. Ncha, and the heading says policy action of no disbursement to limited liability companies and enterprises, UAG directives. This just as a reply to UAG. Alright, my viewers at home, what's your take on this? Please drop your reaction in the comment section, and your voice will be loud and clear around the world, and ensure you subscribe to our channel for more updates from Daily Express. Thanks so much for listening, and bye for now. Okay, and stay tuned for more reports. Bye for now, please.